for this Thursday and we meet each other again. The WIP crew is ready for this virtual event. The seas might be rough, but we will have a jolly time. Is everybody here? Are the avatars in line? There's so much going on in the NFT world. It seems like uncharted sea. Let Matthew and Grizzle guide us through. The speaker is ready and so are we. Let's keep sailing on the Metaverse. Thursdays when the lightning strikes. So listen up, there's a lot to learn. Keep the treasure in your sight. Please no one get the veggie draw. Just upgrade your microphone. Together we're strong, we ain't gonna stop. Welcome to the WIP Meetup.
Boom. Quick mic check. Can y'all hear me okay?
Good audio.
Thank you, Easy. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you, Drago. Thank you, Juxton. Thank you, Paradox. Thank you, Rizzle. Thank you, everyone. Long thank you list. I'm back from Toledo, back up in the Pacific Northwest. Excited for today's WIP. We got some friends swinging through. Really excited to take a sneak peek into what Johan and crew have cooking up for the latest, greatest launch for meme. And then we got Easy and Jose Cabrera with a special announcement too. Looking forward to that. Before we get into that, quick show. We had a special guest on the Matthew and Rizzle show this week. We had the legendary, the booming, the boisterous, super savvy and smart show on the show with us. Great conversation. Check that out. And yeah, with that, let's get into the damn show today. Rizzle, man, whenever you're ready, take this mic from me. Let's get the hype train rolling for today.
Yo, can I get a mic check?
Yes. Good.
Nice. Yo, I never actually heard the part in the song where it says no one get the veggie drawer and then it's just upgrade your microphone or something like that. Anyway, let's see what do we got. Yo, shout out Foxy Yoga for holding down the pre-whip as always. Dragonade for cross streaming this all over the place. Juxton for cross streaming it into Frankie's Tavern now for the second week in a row. So we got people over in Decentraland lurking. Let's see, what do we got? A little housekeeping stuff. I'm trying to learn my way into taking over crypto voxels, and it's not working. So hang on one sec. Oh shit, I lost it. I'm on a different setup. I'm pulling links. Hang on. This is the link that I want. So anyway, if you want to vote, is this it? God damn it. I posted the wrong thing. Anyway, I'll find it later. Anyway, I'm trolling Ben, and it's working, and I got a lot of votes. I held a vote for me to take over crypto voxels, and no one voted for anybody else, and I got a shitload of votes, and it's out there on my Twitter, and even Ben voted for me, and you know, we've moved on to the second stage of conversations. Let me just put it like that. So anyway, vote for Rizzle to take over crypto voxels because someone else is gonna fuck it up, and I think we can do it collectively. So anyway, that was a fail in terms of finding that link. Like Matt said, we got an in-house whip today. Shout out Johan, Easy, Jose Cabrera trying to hop into the voice channel. We're having some tech problems, but we will procrastinate. They're going next or second, so they got time. Let's see. We got a YouTube channel. I actually just posted. This is almost 4 years ago on the nose. We were in Metallipnic Stadium in Crypto Voxels. Speaking of Crypto Voxels, so if you don't know our YouTube channel, check out our YouTube channel. I'm still uploading classic Paradox mashups to it, and there's the raw footage from weeks that you've missed and all kind of good shit over there. What else we got? We have a Farcaster channel. You should post stuff on there. Matt runs like the Tip Mafia, and you can get tipped for posting stuff over there. We also have a gang of people supporting our native coin that we launched a couple weeks ago. So join our gang. That's the justcode.build. Yep. And we got like 15, 20 people in there. supporting WIPcoin, and when people like your posts, they automatically buy like a couple cents worth of WIPcoin, and it's actually like moving our tiny liquidity pool around a tiny bit. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will in a little bit. I'll tell you in a little bit. We have a guest book in World. We're going to try and make people do this properly in World, right? So we launched WIPcoin. The crew gets WIPcoin for helping out. Y'all get WIPcoin for showing up. But we're going to make you jump through an extra hoop because when we did this a long time ago, we got botted pretty hard. So the guest book is hanging in World. If you walk over to the stage, it's like gigantic underneath the screen. You can go over to it, you can click on it. It'll be up there through the end of the event. If you cannot get in World and cannot get into the guest book for some reason, but you want to sign it, just slide into my DMs and I'll shoot you a copy of it. Again, this is not to like make it difficult for y'all. It's mostly to prevent people from botting our shit, because in addition to giving out WIPcoin for signing the guest book, we are also giving out Fabiano and Patricia Rat Mountains that you're seeing here in Hyperfi. So you get that for signing the guest book. You're getting some coin for signing the guest book. So you got to jump through our goofy hoops and go in World and click on the link. And like I said, if you're in the voice channel and you just can't get there, shoot me a DM and I'll make sure you get the guest book so you can get all the good stuff. If you're listening to me, we are chatting in the general channel of the Discord. That's where all the links will be dropped and the banter is going on. So you should be there. If you're in Hyperfi, you should probably also mute your Hyperfi tab. If you want to get around, if you jump, double tap spacebar, you'll fly. If you hit spacebar, you'll jump. Type /dance, you'll dance. And those are probably the main things. We got Johan coming on with Meme Explorers /meme.com to drop some alpha. We're actually going to be migrating parcels real quick to that classic crypto voxels build. So I'm going to pass the mic over to him. We got Easy and Jose coming through to talk about the charity event that they're putting on. And Jose's, if we can get him into the voice channel, he's going to play a song for us as well. And I think that's just about everything. So big shout out to the crew who makes this happen every week. If you don't know who they are, they got little WIP badges next to them, and some people don't, but they are part of the crew. And it's very confusing and convoluted, but you all basically are. So if you want to support us, if you want to support the fam, everyone gets WIPcoin for coming out to this, and that's really the only way you can get it unless you're helping us out in some way. So I'm just going to leave this here. NFA DYOR, you want to support everybody, there's a link to grab some WIPcoin, contribute to the liquidity pool. It may go right through the floor to nothing, but you can, if you support our coin going through the floor to nothing, you can know that the community appreciates it, and we all have some and are in this together. All jokes aside, you should listen to the podcast if you want more details on it. It's I'm goofing around, but it is a very sophisticated operation. If you'd like to sponsor an event, see Matt or myself for details, or just buy such a big bag of WIPcoin that we can't ignore you and make a whole bunch of noise like I'm doing with Ben Nolan and Crypto Voxels. With that, we're going to migrate parcels. I'm going to drop the link here in the general channel to the meet. God damn it. My link dropping game is fucking terrible today. Hang on. I'm going to pull up the link. We're going to the meme arch if I can grab it. This is why we have people in here like Easy. Shout out Easy for being the OG meme dropper, or OG link dropper. Hang on. I'm coming with it. All right. Going to the meme arch. God damn it. I'm going to get off this mic. Thank you, Easy. Off this mic, pass it over to Johan. We'll troubleshoot Jose and get the show on the road. I'm going to drop it in Hyperfi too. Johan, can you hear me, man?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? How's my audio?
Sounds great.
So give everyone a little time to jump in World, because it's going to be like an old school tour, parcel tour. We were going through, when deciding what to do today, we visited this old parcel, which has seen many iterations over the years, and just figured, hey, there's so much history here, why not go through some of it. But if you follow me, we'll go to the first room, and to set the setting,
think back to 2018 and early 2019, the NFT space is very, very young. We had, punks and CryptoKitties and some other stuff. OpenSea was, nobody knew what that was pretty much. I think they had like a couple of $100 a weekly volume. But we had an idea that we were gonna tokenize web links, and in January 2019, we launched marble cards. And the cards you see here on the walls, these are the Genesis cards. And back then, so this was before the platform launched, we came up with the idea, hey, we should have something called Genesis cards, and we should decide what those should be. And so we had the brilliant ideas that it should be a mix of Star Wars, of Elon stuff, and crypto stuff. So that is what you see here. There are 33 of them. They are quite valuable still. And it's funny, at least for me looking back, now been in this for many years and learned a lot about like IP and copyright and so on. I probably wouldn't have chosen maybe, Star Wars, at least. But for those who don't know, there's like a hack with marble cards that allows you to have the open graph image as long as it links to the site where it's at. But yeah, it's fun to look back. There are some old crypto projects. There's a Decentraland card. What else do we have? But it's fun to think back. I'm trying to think what other projects were there at this time. We had like, I can't remember more. Anyone? I don't think that there were any like trending. We were at, when we launched, marble cards, just to see how early it was. Marble cards were at top 10 most volume on OpenSea for quite a while, with like a couple of $1,000 of weekly volume. So that is how small the space was back then. And if we then move out into the main arch, but we're not gonna look at the meme art yet. We're going into this little pyramid here. And fun fact, this is actually a build from CryptoVoxels that's been migrated and performance enhanced so that it loads with very or fairly low resources. But if you come here to let's meet at the center. And then we go into this little pyramid here. This pyramid is actually, before we built Meme Arch, designed by Olgar, this little pyramid was built by me back in 2018. I think we were the first like crypto project to have an HQ in CryptoVoxels. We had some display. It wasn't these cards, but we had some display of early cards people were minting, and our community could get access to the parcel and add stuff. But these cards here, these cards are some of the ones that I'm most proud of, have been a part of. It's also the most, some of these are the most valuable marble cards as well. For example, this Matt Cain card here sold for 30K or something a few months ago, something like that. There's an X-Copy card, a lot of money card, and MakerDAO card here also. But we worked on marble cards for several years, and almost 300,000 cards have been created. But in 2020, we got some investment and decided that, because funnily enough, marble cards started as a way to tokenize memes. The first site we launched was Know Your Meme, and the original idea was around can you use tokens to measure the value of memes. The idea was, when you minted a marble card, we used the same auction mechanic that CryptoKitties had when a new kitty was born. And the idea was that the price these cards sold at, that would be the value of the meme or whatever was on the web link. And so we would use tokens in that way to measure the value. It didn't turn out like that at all. It became more like a collectible project. But then in 2020, we decided to have another go at trying to build a platform to tokenize memes. And funnily enough, our first attempt was something very similar to what Pump Fun is today. Though, Pump Fun had a lot better execution. But what could have been if we just had nailed that part. But after that, we fairly quickly saw that implementation we did, we had something called M tokens where people could create, tokenized memes. But fairly quickly saw that it wouldn't fly the way we wanted to. And so while working on what we should do next, now everyone can go back into the main hall. We worked with some artists to create the meme arch ceiling and the meme arch, the iconic art you see here. And we could go through each one because I think all of them are some of the best meme art in the world. You can still hear me good, right?
Yeah.
So starting with Doge here, in front of the Chad statue. This is Hyper Doge by Neurocolor. Really cool piece, and it was great working with Neuro. He's a really cool guy. The next one is All Is Fine by A Lot of Money. It's actually the last piece he did, which is, ironic thing, seeing what the piece is about. It's funny, when I talked to him about this, he was very quick to say, hey, I want to do this meme. And it was clear later why he chose it. Moving on. I forget what this one is called. Wait, I need to double check. This is a couple of years ago. So, Decentralized Boyfriend by M. I haven't seen that much from her lately, actually, but I think her style is really unique and super awesome. And then we have Hide the Trip Herald by Trippy Yogi, an old WIP legend. I haven't seen in a long time either. And the next one, Cyborg Wojak by Rare Designer, who also had something a while ago where he got like extorted or something, I think, like really crazy story. So he had to leave crypto and crypto art. And then the big Pepe here, Pepe with a pearl earring. I think it's one of the more iconic Pepe art out there. It's really cool that Pepe Angelo wanted to do this one with us. Then moving down a bit, on the side wall, we have Lord Keck version 3 by Robness. Another great piece. And then lastly, when it comes to the meme art, we have All Your Base Are Belong to Us. Let me see if it's... No, it's a video, so you can't click. Okay. By Eclectic Method. And then to conclude this tour, I suggest we fly out and just look at the marvel of this build that Ogar put together. I think it's such a cool build, and it took him a month to build almost, which is crazy when you think about it. And for those who were here on our WIP many years ago, the jumping course is sadly not in this Hyper-Fi version. But it used to be here in the room behind the Chad statue. Yeah, it's fun to, it brings back a lot of memories. There's a lot of history here, especially for those who's been in the space for a long time. I think and I hope that the metaverse and the stories and or the news stories and the way people interact with crypto art and creativity in these worlds, I hope it will return. I'm very sure it will. Because I think it's some of the best memories, at least for me, in crypto. And a lot of it has been together with the WIP. And I'm sure that one day the recognition the WIP deserves is going to come. And hopefully we can tell a lot more stories of the history that's been going on over these years. But enough looking backwards. We have been building for a long time on different things, and I'm happy to say that October is finally the month that we're going to do a larger launch. Some of you, I think, have tested the early alpha on... I'm going to post a link. But what I posted a link in general, and if you want, you can sign up. You have to go through like a sign-up process. Otherwise, just keep an eye out for when it launches. But what we've built is or rather, what we want to achieve is for memes, bring back focus to quality memes, to passion around remix culture, through using mimetic character and internet culture in meme art and in funny images and just bring that back, because I think the term memes in crypto, or meme coins specifically, has it left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth after the endless rugs and just crap that's been promoted the past year. And we want to, I personally believe that there are like, yeah, maybe a little more than a handful, but not much more than that, of real quality memes. And to me, a quality meme is something that lives rent-free in people's minds and in the memes that they create. And those are what I believe the coins that are going to be around for many, many, many decades, probably as long as the chains exist, because they are art, essentially. They are the Mickey Mouse and Mario and Pikachu of the internet generation. And that is what we want to bring back focus on. So we've built starting with meme coins, but we also have support for meme NFTs and so on, which will come later. But starting with meme coins, we call it the diamond hand game, but it's essentially a way to prove that you believe in memes, that you are a true diamond hander, or a true that you're passionate about real memes. And we want to bring together all those people that believe in that are in it for the long run. And together, we will show the space that holding things you believe in and creating memes and derivatives around those things is a lot of fun. And if we are right in our thesis that real memes, meme coins specifically, but also good mimetic NFTs are here to stay and are just getting started. And it's structured as a farming game, and there will be obviously some kind of airdrop at some point. But more interestingly, we've also secured licenses and are working with some of the top memes and meme creators in the world, and we have some really cool products coming out around those licenses. So I'm very, very excited about starting with launch in October, and then the months that will follow for the most intense part of the farming, the most intense part of the product launch. So I hope that all of you will, or at least those of you who have some good meme coins. If you don't have any meme coins, I recommend buying just a little. You need $10 at least in a meme coin for it to be counted as part of your team. I truly hope it's going to be worth it. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
Boom. I love the tour, Johan. I hadn't seen, or I mean, I'd seen the Neurocolor piece before, but I had totally not registered it. I think that's like the most distinct Neurocolor piece I've seen out of his like tokenized body of work. So just stands out. And really excited for what you got cooking for the new launch in October. But as you were giving the tour, you had peppered in just a little side detail, I think around like 2021, talking about a raise that you had done with Marble / meme at the time. I don't think I'd heard any background or stories like on your raising journey for Marble and meme. Just curious if you want to, or if you're able to share some background on that. I love hearing stories on that side of things.
Yeah. We were basically out of money at that time, or mid to late 2020. But we had Marble was doing pretty okay in terms of users. So we reached out to Jamie Burke of Outlier Ventures, and they, at the time, at least, ran one of the more successful, accelerators, project accelerators. So we got accepted to that in late 2020, and that is what, it allowed us. That came with a 50K check from them, so it gave us some runway. But more specifically, they helped us get the project ready for a larger raise, and also in the accelerator had an investment program where you got in front of a bunch of investors and so on. But it was in that process that it was actually Jamie who said, really like how you're approaching memes and tokenization and so on. But if you could do anything now, would you still be doing? Would you still continue on Marble Cards, or would you give it another attempt from scratch? And then it was we probably would do it from scratch, which led to this Pump Fun platform, which sadly didn't. The main innovation, it's still why I didn't think of it, but the main innovation I would say of Pump Fun is what we did is that every meme had a bonding curve, and it was just traded on the bonding curve, and then it had we had a platform token for that platform, so it was paired to that platform token. It was traded up and down on that. But the true innovation of Pump Fun, I would say, is that they had the bonding curve initially, but then when the bonding curve reaches a certain threshold, it converts into a liquidity pair on a DEX. In this case, was it Jupiter? Now they have their own, but initially. Execution is everything, and they did it. But by going through the accelerator and by pivoting to this true meme direction, we were able to raise on that. That said, I think, or I still absolutely love my Marble Cards and Marble Cards as a project, but it had, the way it was structured, it had some shortcomings in that it was very hard for people to understand the nuance of the copyright side of things. And obviously people were marbling artists and so on. There were some things that were hard for people to understand. I think that is one of the reasons why it didn't take off, truly take off in what would have been needed for it to work, or rather sustain revenues long term. And I think back sometimes, how would there have been another implementation of Marble Cards that would have been more successful? For example, now we did Know Your Meme, and people can still, I don't know how many there are, but 10,000 Know Your Meme cards. What if we instead would have just said, there's only 500 or there's only 1,000, and then we would go to another site that were not copyright sensitive, and we would do that, and then we would expand it to when we go to more copyright sensitive stuff. Maybe it should have been done together with those sites or together with artists and so on. Maybe that could have worked better. Maybe it could have been worse. I don't know, but yeah.
Appreciate that story, man. Shots on goal, everything that matters. Creating history in the wake is a benefit. One of these days, you'll get a bullseye. We'll get a bullseye. Everyone will get a bullseye. Thousand apologies.
So much awesome history that is on Marble Cards that is just waiting to be discovered. at some point.
I
Especially
mean,
for
honestly,
crypto.
that's the benefit of building and like taking shots on goal in crypto. Like you're leaving this tokenized wake of historical assets in your wake if you do it right. And you and Marble Cards and everyone that helped Marble everything, the whole community, I think did it right from that perspective. But to show 1,000 apologies for breaking protocol, show take this damn mic away from me and hit Johan in the face with the questions that have been rolling in.
No problem, man. It's Johan. You know, it's the big dogs. One of the biggest legends in space. Johan. In terms of historical relevance, I really feel like you really understood the power of the meme in a way that many people don't. Only on a surface level when it comes to just being viral and getting clicks and likes. You, on the other hand, see how this could power so many different things, so many different vehicles, bringing concepts into actionable, like just things, you know. So shout out to you, man. What was always great about this project and kind of first I'll start with Marble Cards is that yeah there were complaints about IP issues, but we all know that people weren't really, you know, trying to benefit off of someone else's work or whatever by use of Marble Cards. It was more so pushing it forward, you know, pushing someone else's idea forward by honoring it with a Marble Card. Like, hey, I'm collecting this idea, this idea, this idea, and you don't really see that in social media where someone is collecting their favorite meme. They only use their meme as a means to an end. So I always felt like that was pretty solid with that. For the future of memes and this project overall, what are some of the vehicles that you're going to use in order to continue moving this forward? I mean, like you mentioned that October there will be a drop. But are you able to really give us some technical things that you're going to release, or is that too much alpha?
I mean, you can try it for yourself on the link I posted. I can post it again. But the October is launch for the Diamond Hand game. Post it again there. But it's essentially you create your profile and add your EVM and Solana wallets, and then based on your holdings of memes, you get a team, like your team of Pokemon, but they're memes. And initially, it's just farming based on if you're diamond handing, but we want to expand that into basically like an entertainment layer on top of just holding meme coins and meme NFTs a bit later. I think that is a very unexplored area where you, based on what you hold, can get access and unlock experiences and ways to flex and ways to compete and battle other people and have fun in different ways. So that is the platform initially, and the goal is to give people a way to view a new way to view their meme team, to flex it, to find the true meme believers, and hopefully create a community around these people. But then the longer term goal is to become like a Disney of memes, to give meme creators a way to monetize both digitally and physically. And I'm not gonna give away too much, but there are things coming in both those areas with some of the biggest memes in the world. So yeah, it's hopefully Pepe will be more known than Mickey Mouse at some point in the near, or in the future at some point.
Yeah, that's a big tease right there, man. I'm like, what is he alluding to? Ezincrypto would like to know, will marble cards maybe be incorporated somehow into the new stuff in the future, like for holding meme token cards?
If you hold a meme marble card, you hold a meme NFT. So yes, it's in some way, as long as it's submitted on the platform. Yeah, but I don't think it's not that it's going to be. We're not going to merge them in any way. Like marble cards is going to be. It's always going to be its own thing. But I would argue that some of the early marble card, the meme, like the marble cards of memes, are some of the top meme NFTs in my opinion. Some for a lot of memes, marble cards are the first tokenization. I hold several of them myself, but there are so many. Yeah. Especially the early Nori meme cards. Those are fantastic. But any marble card of a meme is a meme NFT, I would say. So yeah.
Yo, big shout out Johan for hopping in the incredible tour, dropping the alpha. It seems like we should do the thing. So he's been dropping the link. Make sure you sign up for Johan's new project and everything, and do all the stuff. We got another fam hopping on here, easy, and I think we got Jose, his mic situated and everything. So we're gonna shift gears a little bit. And if you're not in World, you should, because we're going to be taking a group shot eventually here too. So hop in World while you're listening to Easy talk about the charity concert that they are cooking up.
Yeah, jump in World, y'all. I think we even have a real paradox. So, I won't have to butcher an accent or two. I think we do have Jose. I will kick it off as Jose gets on here. I do see him in the voice chat, so he was able to join. He might need to be given perms. So many people here probably know about the Impact concerts. I'm going to give, in case, there might be people that aren't aware, we started doing basically benefit concerts back in 2020. And the first one was to get Jose out to the Amazon to meet up with the Watuha tribe, which he's been working with now for years. And over time, the idea of these benefit concerts grew into what we now call the Impact concerts. And we've mostly focused on putting together these concerts where people with verified public goods projects on platforms like Giveth are able to come and speak. And instead of just a bunch of speakers back to back, we break it up with music. So we'll have, live music from people come from all over the world to play a few songs in between the project speakers. The last one we did was actually sort of a shift into just education. It was about fractal governance, and that was really cool. So we're sort of trying to grow them. And, maybe one day we'll have sponsors and it'll be a big thing and we'll raise millions for great causes. But this time, which is coming right up, it's this coming Tuesday. It'll be in the Token Smart Discord, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a Impact concert focused around a Giveth quadratic funding round. Quadratic funding is like magical mathematics. Basically, the more people that you get to donate, the cost, the amount doesn't really matter. If we get everybody here to donate $1, that would be have more in matching funds than if a few people donated hundreds of dollars. So it's about kind of the amount of community support that you get versus the financial amount that you get. With this round, Giveth is trying something new with causes. So basically, instead of each project being on their own, you have a cause, and within that cause, you can have, I believe it's up to 50 projects. We have, I think, 5 in our cause. So basically how we get to this magic quadratic funding is when someone goes to donate, you basically have to donate to 4 causes a minimum of $1. So with $4, you could, possibly make an impact of hundreds of dollars coming into these different projects. And Jose put together some great projects into what's called the Venezuela cause, and there's a few different projects based down in Venezuela, as well as the impact concerts itself. Okay, it looks like Jose can talk. Jose, do you want to talk a little bit about the different projects that are in the Causa Venezuela?
Yes, sure. Thank you for the space, guys. Also, during the concert on Tuesday, we are going to promote more causes. There's the Jimmy the Treejan cause about forest reforestation, about tree planting, and there's another cause from Africa I'm aligning to that they reach out to be promoted during the concert, as well as a couple more projects. But the Venezuela cause was the one that I submitted into Giveth, and there are 5 projects so far over there. There can be up to 50 projects for upcoming rounds, and the goal is to get donations right now for then encourage my local community to be onboarded and have more projects to be supported through it and through music. But so far we have 5 projects. We have ETH Venezuela project by Mercedes Rodriguez. They have this hub for Ethereum on Venezuela. They are like the Ethereum node over here, and they have participated in different conferences and local talks. As far as I understand, Meche went to DevConnect recently, and I reached out to her to see if she was interested in to have her project into the Venezuela cause. She says sure. We also have the Funda Coven project that is looking to raise funds for living needs for individuals in the area of Charallave, that is nearby the capital city, where they have different issues related to main services and nutrition. And then we have the Music Onboarding Machine project, or the Digital Street Musician doing free live music concerts. That is the project that had fed me and helped me to have this sponsorship with the universe, studying how music can align with Web3 coordination and social impact, and that makes me to be able to visit the Amazon rainforest community as well, and visit different friends on different states and be able to educate about Web3 and sit with them. And we have also the Watuha community project inside of the Venezuela cause. They are an indigenous community from the Venezuelan Amazon region who wants to preserve their traditions and to share them with all of us, including Venezuelans, because even Venezuelans doesn't know about them. Even in the same Amazonas state, people doesn't know too much about this community that is cataloged as semi isolation, and some of them they don't have IDs, and they are unbanked, but they have a Giveth project where they can receive funds, and with the funds we have received so far, we have been able to make 3 multi-purpose structure houses for tourists to be there, to eat, to attend to lessons, or to give lessons to the kids, or to have meetings, long, etc. They have used them for many things, and also a volleyball sports court, the fierce sports court that they have in the jungle. And well, we have made magic with the funds we have received through there. And then the 5th project is the impact concerts, that it's 1 year of impact concerts that we have made under that name. And so far it's something that we have made out of love and passion, because we believe on the vision of impact concerts, and we know the impact that had gave to projects that had been promoted through it. So those are the 5 projects under the Venezuela cause, and we are looking to encourage donations starting today. The concert on Tuesday is just the celebration, but the call to action is to donate today, tomorrow, the day after that, and to help me spread the Farcaster cast. If you are active over there, I'm going to post it again. I'm trying to get viral with this cast and some engagement, farming, and social engineering I'm doing through digital street music in an organic, independent way, and let's see how it goes. But the idea is to encourage donations for quadratic funding projects and get to know about the mechanisms that are here for us for long-term vision projects. The cyborg Amish balance.
Yes, yes. So there are, let's see, I think 3 or 4 links there. Yeah, 3 links. Jose has a Farcaster, my pinned Farcaster, and my pinned Twitter. And it would be amazing to get support on those social media tweets, posts, casts, to just spread the word. Of course, you know, if you have a little dust kicking around, you know, $4 can make hundreds of dollars worth of impact for these projects, and we've seen a lot of you know, we've been able to do a lot with especially the Watuha community and the University of Ancestral Knowledge, which is the Giveth project that Jose helped set up for them. You know, not only preserving like their culture and lore and beliefs and knowledge of medicine, but their language. So, you know, their language is kind of slowly disappearing, and part of the idea is to try and preserve that. And Jose was even able to make a song, the first song, basically in the Watuha language, and he's shared that. I'm not sure if it got minted yet. I think maybe there's still work being done on that, but a lot of really cool things besides that in the other projects that are grouped into our cause to help people out down in Venezuela. And then, of course, impact concerts, which Jose said we've been doing now for a little over a year under kind of the term of impact concerts. And we've done stuff with the Tree Gens, shout out Jimmy. We've done stuff for, you know, we've raised for Gitcoin rounds, Giveth rounds, artisan rounds, all sorts of different platforms. And, you know, I think we've pulled in like $100 or something over time. But this is the first time we're actually in a quadratic round, so we might be able to get more support through, you know, $1 or $2 if it's possible. We would love to see some donations roll in. And then, you know, if you have any questions about any other projects, because as mentioned, basically to get the full quadratic funding, you have to donate a minimum of $1 to 4 different causes. And if you know, don't have the time to sort of scroll through and look at causes, you could hit up myself or Jose, and we can recommend another 3 to throw $1 at. But yeah, oh, Jose just posted a link. So check out that YouTube link a little later. It's really cool to see, you know, like the first native Watuha songs being recorded and shared out there. And yeah, the link to the Venezuela cause is right there. If anybody has questions, hit show, and he can hit us the questions. I know we're getting towards the end of hour, and I think you know, if there aren't any questions, then I think maybe we were gonna have Jose play a song while we get wrangled into a photo op. But yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, big shout out and much love to everybody here, to the WIP fam. Get your co-build turned on for WIP coin to support, so when people like your Farcaster casts, it picks up a few pennies worth of WIP. And yeah, just stoked to be here as always, in more capacity than just link dropping today. So thank y'all.
Okay, ready for some music then. Yeah, so you can have a glimpse of going to have that day. I'm booking Venezuelan musicians because on the flyer you will see a Venezuelan cuatro, which is a traditional instrument, really beautiful sound, and I'm booking some friends that they do play it so beautiful. So yeah. And this is an original song.
A veces me aferro tanto a los momentos que cuando se acaban me causan dolor. Ese es mi karma de tanto soñar. Que el tiempo todo lo cambia. Es transformación. Que el tiempo es una distancia que cambia la percepción. Tu frío quítamelo. No me entregues nada. Eterna madrugada nos mira en un rincón, bailaba sin distracción la canción de la muerte, nuestro código inherente también se hizo canción. Tanto talento que tienen tus otativos, muero de risa con todos tus juegos mentales. Ja, 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 el argumento más denso ahora es la brisa de tus valores tan tiernos y tan naturales. Canto y conecto los puntos a tiempo con rimas y tú no sabes de dónde van mis disparates. Que manifiesto seguido en los medios días. Queda en color de mi esencia a tus realidades. Y a veces despierto en plena madrugada, como pidiendo a gritos un color, una tonalidad más clara, que luces también color, y notas musicales o signos zodiacales. El arte es un motor. Tu frío quítamelo, no me entregues nada. Eterna madrugada nos mira en un rincón, bailaba sin distracción la canción de la muerte, nuestro código inherente también se hizo canción. Tanto talento que tiene tu tío, muero de risa con todos tus juegos mentales. El argumento más denso ahora es la brisa de tus valores tan tiernos y tan siderales. Canto y conecto los puntos de tiempo con rimas y tú no sabes de dónde van mis disparates. Que manifiesto seguido en los medios días. Quedan color de mi esencia a tus realidades.
Epic. Just last reminder, if you scroll up just a few memes, you will see our social media posts and would really love some support on those. And then really hope to see y'all this coming Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern for the Impact concert. Come and chill and listen to some great music. And we always touch a little on, Web3 security, and we always have a lot of fun. Peace, love, and WIP.
Yo, big shout out Easy and Jose for hopping on, and Jose crushing it. We got to get some live music up in here a little bit more often. That was fantastic. I see Falens out there in the audience as well. We are going to hop in world and take a group shot, except Paradox might have already done it, but we can't not do the Paradox song to make people hop in world, even if he's already got the pictures. So we got to listen to the Paradox theme song, whether he's done it or not.
Just a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradox. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Rizzle, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradox. I'm taking over the show.
Thank you. I'm Paradox, and good night.
Ooh, good night. I forgot to mention one thing. For anybody that is new to Giveth, there is a little bit of like qualification you have to be able to donate. It used to be a Gitcoin passport, and a lot of you probably, meet all the criteria. If by any chance it's your first time and you want to be able to give and you don't like already have that criteria met, hit myself or Jose up, and basically there's like a proof of humanity thing you can do, and I think it's about a $5 fee, but it's well worth to be in on the Giveth scene. They do have most of our projects are available for give backs. So basically you can get, like, if you donate a few bucks, you can get entered into raffles and different things like that to win tokens back for donations. So I just wanted to add that little bit before we wrap.
Easy, that's a protocol violation, but we're gonna let it slide. Seriously, thanks for hopping on, and Jose, thanks for playing. Johan as well with the tour and dropping some alpha on us. If you did not, Paradox took a bunch of pictures already, but so he probably got you if you were in world, as you should be. But we had to play the song because we just had to do it. If you have not signed the guest book, it is hanging in the Hyperfi parcel, the WIP Hyperfi parcel. I'm going to leave it up there for a little while longer to let you all sign it. That's how you get your WIP coin and the Fabiano Rat monument that you were launching cars into in the Hyperfi parcel. So if you have any trouble signing the guest book and you've been in the voice channel here, slide into my DMs. I'll make sure you get it so you can get all the things. But we are making it a little bit more difficult for people to sign the guest book so we don't get botted and we can give the things to the people who deserve the things, right? Thanks everybody for coming out. We are back next week in Decentraland for a Decentraland Art Week, so you definitely don't want to miss that one. And stick around after the event here for a show with the Afties. Let me pass the mic over to Matt to see if there's anything else. But otherwise, great event, y'all.
Absolutely lovely. Jose, amazing voice, amazing ambiance, amazing purpose and mission. Thank you. And shout out Easy for always swinging through and promoting the good stuff in the ether. Thank you, Johan, for everything you've been doing for the half decade plus you've been grinding in this space, creating just amazing shit and highlighting all the dank memes around. With that, let's get into the Afties with show.
Wait,
later, y'all.
Is this thing on?
Yeah! It's time for the Afties!
Hot takes, opinions, thoughts. Let's go!
Hey, y'all. How's my audio?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, if you're in the voice channel, click on me so you can see what I'm sharing. Click on me so you can see what I'm sharing. All right, man. Well, let me clear my voice. WIP fam. WIP fam, what the fuck is up? I'm your host, Show. You already know. If you don't know, you will know by the end of this long tirade brought to you and powered by all of you and us and things. I'm just gonna get straight to it. All right, there's only been two real things that, well, actually three, but maybe I'll allude to the third one, depending. I don't know. But there's only been two things that really like caused a kerfuffle. This Rizzle, I'm gonna talk about that, yo. That's why I have this up. We're gonna explore this this little moment, but for those who ain't see, I'm just gonna explain. Two things went down. Actually, a third, but I'll get to it after all this. So basically, this first thing. So I'm just finding it very entertaining to follow along with the I don't want to say begging. Begging is not the right word. The whole selling crypto voxels thing. Now, obviously, it was going to get a lot of attention. I was more so thinking, like I told you last week, that it's going to attract a lot of people, a lot of voices. It's gonna shake some shit up, right? Certain people are gonna perk up. Some people worthy, some people not so worthy, right? I want to start with, well, I'm going to get to like the people who aren't worthy, and then I'm going to get to the people who are worthy, and then expand from there and use as less words as possible. But you know what I mean? You know how I am with words. It's going to fucking go all over the fucking place. So Ben Nolan has just been posting, as you can see, from both his account and the Crypto Voxels account. And it's just his thoughts. And you know how he is. It's like he can't just let things lie. He can't just let things lie. And he's just gonna keep digging the fucking ditch and then creating canals in the ditch, and then somehow, some way, it's not a fucking ditch anymore. It's something else. So he starts it off with this. He says, "Hey gang, a few notes about selling voxels. I continue working on voxels every week. I'm excited to pass the torch on. I want to find a team who will do a better job than I do myself." Now, remember I told you last week that if I were to acquire voxels, Ben has to go. He has to go. And in terms of going, now, yeah, it has to be, I guess, a period of like handing over the keys. You have to explain things, but I'm worried that Ben is going to want to stay on too long on his own project, right? So let me just put that, and you'll just think of that on your own, right? So anyway, let's just continue what this says right here from Philosopher. Shout out to Philosopher. They say, why don't you, I don't know if you can see the words on the screen. Let me zoom in real quick. He says, why don't you just get the old team back? I would love to work again to develop the world, to publicize it, to make parties, to work with BitPixie again, and Clooney, and CV mini games, and Failure, and Jet Ski. Now I just want to remind you that Ben said a week ago that he got burned by the old team, and then he commented on the quality of voxels. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't like these motherfuckers, but I like some of them. Shout out to them. I like some of them. But there was drama, because remember, Clooney had a lot of things to say, and then so did BitPixie. There was a lot of words from back then. Then Ben says, Voxels needs a strong core development team. That's what I need to find. The community building is important also, but a good tech team is the main ingredient of the next 10 years of Voxel success. Why do you need to find a development team if you're leaving, sir? That's not your job if you're leaving. That is not your responsibility. Rizzo, don't worry, I'm gonna get to it. Don't worry, man. Rizzo, don't worry, I'm gonna get to it. Oh my god, I got the free up space thing. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, if you're in a voice channel, just click on me, man, so you can see what I'm talking about. Like you can listen, obviously, but click on me. So then there's this random guy right here just keeps popping up next, and he says, his name's Scott Stevenson. I don't know who he is. He has some, let me look at his credentials in the profile. Everybody makes shit up. It says legal engineer focused on the law and digital artifacts at evidence.io. Now already I'm like, sir, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not a matter of like being like, I'm so famous in the space and I know everybody, but I just don't know who you are. And then there's more voices like this that pop up. So he says, I bet you could find them, meaning a development team, from some existing parcel owners that could provide you the exit you are looking for. I'm just like, huh? So finding a dev team from parcel owners, and then these same parcel owners are providing you the exit you're looking for. Already in this, there's a lot that's incorrect. and then exiting on parcel owners you already dumped on with the parcels in the first place. So double dipping. But this man doesn't understand. It's ignorance. You know what you don't not know, or whatever that quote is. So the philosopher says, I really believe this is only possible if we have half buying from an institutional buyer and half buying from community. My suggestion is that Voxel's approaches other metaverse platforms to be horizontally acquired, which I say, unfortunately, is a fucking terrible idea. Absolutely terrible. You know why? Because they were the competition. You know why? Because they all have issues, and the wisdom or the know-how in terms of like increasing their power of their platform is lacking with each of them. Minecraft, VR chat, or some other metaverse space, and offer the world and the community just doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm sorry, philosopher. That doesn't make sense. And that's not what Ben Nolan is looking for either, because he saw them as competition too, which is why he spent hours coding and recoding and fucking his own shit up. And then this random fucking guy says, think equivalent to a Reg CF, a Reg DF, or even a Series A funding as we do in the US. Ben could be quite content and still drive the vision by selecting the right quote-unquote crowd. Sir, I know what you're saying, and I'm 1,000% sure that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have no clue what the fuck. You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about in terms of attracting VC income. You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about when saying still drive the vision by selecting the right quote unquote crowd. What the entire fuck is this guy talking about? He doesn't know. I'm sure he doesn't know. And then his voice just keeps popping up. And then I just want to continue. See, and then this shit attracts this. Ben says, the problem is that I had funding to build a big team, and I'm not good at running a team. Message, I'm more of a Lone Ranger Kimosabi. So a vibe coder who doesn't vibe code that vibe codes, which makes a lot of sense. And Voxels is big enough now that a well-funded team of 3 could take Voxels to places that I have not yet imagined. Oh, sir, the universe is speaking through you in a way that you don't fucking understand. Because if only you motherfucking knew. Well, I'm just gonna, let's just wait. Now check this out. All right, now here we go. We're gonna highlight my boy. Remember, I told you those who are unworthy make no fucking sense, and those who are worthy are gonna make clear fucking sense. So now, our Rizzle says, hey, look, the torch gets passed to me. I assemble the squad. We all win. You know how this works, fam. Otherwise, your baby is left to sus surrogates. Message, right? As extremely clear as this could fucking be, right? You heard the other shit from the other guy no one knows, and then you hear it from the individual who's gonna make the most fucking sense for whatever the fuck Ben Nolan is looking for. But now, this response I don't like. A real response is not gonna be this, right? And then this gets further along, where he says Rizzle for CEO with an exclamation point, and it's just like, you know, then all right, we're gonna get to how Ben is like. So we're gonna get to it. So now, Pakal says, I always thought of crypto voxels as the Craigslist of the metaverse. Sir, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you? So now while other projects were developing hyper-realistic worlds that were serving no purpose and had no traffic, Crypto Voxels was up and running and loved by its community. It did not have to change a bit. Pakal, I remember you. Just look, man, I think what you're comparing it to is incorrect. Craigslist has a notoriously toxic community. You can't just leave Craigslist alone. It needed to be fixed many times to the point where Craig wasn't even involved. If you want to make a parallel, Ben is still involved, and there's a lot of things that were said verbally about crypto voxels. It did have to change a lot of bit, and to the point where Ben changed it too much. All right. The Winamp of Metaverses, Juxon, from a UX UI utility perspective, Winamp at its height, I do say that in its first iteration, in CryptoVox's first iteration, as time went on, it became it became BearShare full of fucking virus porn downloads and shit in that sentiment. So then he's like, ha ha ha, thank you. Craigslist was one of my earliest inspirations for voxels. It's funny you picked that. No, it wasn't. No, it was not one of your earliest inspirations. It's funny you picked that. See, this is what I mean by the responses, man. And this is indicative of this whole thing. Like, you gotta be true to it. Be true in what you're saying, and then in DMs, like, if you don't want to say some shit verbally, you can ignore this shit and then get to it in DMs. I don't know. And then it's like, B minor, shall B minor. I think B minor was here, right? They maintain professional gaming and game company standards, fair play, commercial sales, no insider snipers like we've had, non-political, non-sexualized. You can't control any of that, by the way, right? Just for the record, if you do that, it's like you can limit it, but I don't know, man. Just yeah. I mean, you could check people, but yeah, whatever. Merit-based, all community inclusive, creative, motivated, some goddamn marketing already. Like, what the fuck? I mean, hey man. I mean, you can count us talking about it now at the WIP as some aspect of it, right? Anyway, so now this fucking guy again. This guy says, if Ben sets his price reasonably, he might be surprised what the parcel owning community could scrape together to complete his vision. Sir, do you know how much money Ben made off of the parcel owners? He sold the parcels to the current parcel owners at the height of the craze. So what do you mean scrape together? What do you mean? Just what do you mean? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then anyway, so then Ben says, one reason I'm selling voxels is that my life has gotten very busy, so I can't do 60 hours of pure programming focus every week. Man, I can relate to that aspect. All right. But then again, you chose to get rid of your squad that was helping you not do that. Voxel needs 100% focus. It totally could be Roblox. See, now this is the metaverse that I would have mentioned in the other conversation. Be Roblox if you were dedicated. And I don't have the time to chase that opportunity. That's fair, man. Finally, some truth. And then we're gonna skip. No, we're going through all of this as a family. You know why? Because I don't think that there's any other collective that deserves to own it. Straight up. So I'm going through this and I'm building out loud. Right? I'm building out loud in front of you vocally because this is what the power is, right? This fucking guy again. Tech founders are not usually the best business people, and digital real estate is a new frontier. Again, sir, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Tech founders are not usually the best business people. Oh my God, Steve Ballmer. Oh my God, the head of Oracle, Ellison, Elon. We're talking about like the best of the fucking Palantir. We're talking. Tech founders are not usually the best business people. They are the fucking we're not comparing who's successful and who wasn't because most products don't survive, but the ones who do, they were tech founders. And digital real estate is not a new frontier. Digital real estate has existed for over 20 years. Hello? Second Life? Are you fucking kidding me? new frontier. Don't be too tough on yourself. It's still all yours, and you have people still rooting for success. Imagine your perfect advisory group, like an impartial board of directors. Why the fuck would I be impartial? Why would I be impartial if I wanna make this shit successful? Being impartial is not gonna make it successful. You don't need Ben Nolan in the driver's seat anymore to if he doesn't want it anymore. Let's keep going. All right, here we go. So again, we're getting back to the idea, the concept of those who are worthy and those who aren't. So in terms of being worthy, look at this. So now, Ben, see again, the only thing I don't like about this is like how he phrased it, right? So like he's like, oh, I vote for Rizzle, but if you really do, this public tweet isn't like a fucking real conversation, right? And then you see how it's like you're not taking it seriously. It's kind of like oh yeah, that's my friend. I'm like ha 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 ha. It's like no. My guy is serious. He is serious as fuck. And listen to that. If Nifty Time approached you, Nifty Time is serious. I don't want to see a tweet that says, I vote for any of the individuals associated with moi in this way, and then you're gonna put in like a little aside, little nudge, wink, brackets, parentheses. If someone can lend him, I don't know, upwards of 3,333 ETH. What this says to me is, first of all, which I saw coming, and I told you all, I'm aware of the time, y'all. I'm aware of the time. I know where we're at with time, right? But I just felt like I wanted to break this shit down because it says something, right? Ben isn't aware of the value of his product. I respect that the value of his time that he put in may feel like it's worth, even tongue in cheek. I don't know if you want to give me like 3,000 ETH. Rounded upwards, because I put so many years and time into this effort. But you have to think about the devaluing in 2025. The value at its height could have been, a third of this. Truthfully, 1,000 ETH, CryptoVoxels worth 1,000 ETH in 2021 is a real convo. Straight up. 2025, not so much. Because if that's the case, if it was worth this, why would you sell it? Well, no. You're not selling it while it's on top. You're selling it while it's low traction, low traffic, low relevance. Not a team in place. There's certain things, man. Ben, I'm not for this. And if you do sell it for this, you're not gonna get community owned, DAO owned. I want it to last for this, and then no marketing, no targeting, no ads, no tracking. None of that is happening. This shit is gonna be what MySpace was to Facebook when Facebook acquired it. And then, that includes all the IP, domain names, licenses, data, assets, vibes, and contracts. The sales should include setting up a treasury for ongoing development, ops, and hosting. You can't require how we structure it because your idea of structuring may be subversive. It may fuck up our future development. Your strategy, your idea of the treasury, the strategy that you're saying has to be included may fuck up the growth of the project. I'm not saying that this is necessarily wrong or right, or maybe this is already no shit. Ongoing development, ops, and hosting is gonna happen, right? It doesn't have to be in writing. Hello, no shit. but if he's alluding to that, there's probably going to be conditions associated with that are going to hamper any forward movement. So anyway, let's keep going. Hey gang, I'm reaching back out to everyone who DM me about buying voxels. I'll give community members preference. I want voxels to grow from here. I'm sure you can launch a neat token around voxels, but my priority is that the world is protected for the long term. Your sentiment around the product does not matter if you're asking even tongue-in-cheek for 3,000 ETH. Especially when you're nudge, wink, winking at someone who is worthy. Wait. When did he stop? Say what? I mentioned the deal also includes 8 years of technical Oh! Why would I not fucking think about? Why did that escape my mind? Oh, of course you're buying debt. Oh no! Of fucking course. Oh shit. See, fam, this is how you build out loud. Thank you for that insight, man. Wait, I didn't look at the chat for one moment. Oh yeah, hey, Kelsey, nudge, wink, nudge, wink on that. She went 15 mil is insane. Oh, that's what 3,000 comes out to, Jux. Oh, wait, I gotta scroll up, yo. Wait, hold on. Let me get back to because I'm conscious of time, y'all. Another 10 minutes. Because there's another thing that happened this week. But I promise, we're just talking about things that are relevant. Okay, I just want to because this shit, community members' preference, but you're asking for that price. You are fucking over any community that says yes at that price. In addition to the debt that has to be assumed, 10 years of getting it out of the red into black? No, sorry, Bob. And then K-Bot, whoever the fuck this person is, this was a jewel, this was a gem. Christopher Webster says, have you considered a DAO from parcel owners? The world would be just fine, in my opinion, if you could get it back to 2021 vibes and be okay with it. ... Although I'm sure there's a lot I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. Hey, Christopher, I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. I know the words you're using, but the way you're using them in a sentence, cognitively, from experience, rationally, does not compute, sir. Yeah, Trislet, right. Thank you. Just make a DAO of the parcel owners who, hey, the parcel owners. Don't you think that maybe they tried? But not only that, it's not just that. It's more like the parcel owners were the exit liquidity for the past 4 years because value was taken away because the product stopped working. The parcels themselves as a value prop stopped being valuable because the overall work, community, things like that wasn't up to snuff anymore. Even when people said, hey man, you're breaking the thing. No man, the vibes. But yet I want to keep selling. Speaking of selling parcels, let's go. He goes on to say something very poignant, but it's a couple of tweets up. I'd love a DAO from parcel owners if they can find a whale to finance the person's price. See, Ben, you're talking. There's a term that says talking out of both sides of your neck. You don't know what you want or do. You love a DAO from parcel owners if they can find a whale to finance the purchase price. So whale assumes a lot of debt, and not only that, pays you 3,000 ETH. So you're just exiting again, sailing off into the sunset. That's a beautiful story for you, and you may find a sucker, but you're not gonna have my and then leave my product, my crown jewel, my gem of 8 years. Leave it, don't break it, don't leave it, don't be energy vampires and suck what I did out of it and make it into something that it's not supposed to be. And then again, talking to more people in DMs, my ideal situation would be if the community can find a way. See, you know what this tells me? There are people who are not communities reaching out to him. There are people who made big offers. It could be, I know who it is too. It is fucking venture capitalists. I'm not talking about those of us that I know from us who did it. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who were making him tweet the same shit twice. He's trying to reiterate in public because he's like, no, right? Because I know it's the motherfuckers like, oh yeah, hey man, I'll give you the money you want. And I'm going to turn it into fucking McDonald's. I'm going to turn it into Six Flags Great Adventure. And he's like, no. He's like, no, I want it to be Metaverse. And then, yeah, you know, you can fucking tell. Oh, thank you, MK Dragon, for sharing that. 713 ETH in total volume. But yeah, you want to cash out at 3,000? Hey, my friend. 1/3 of 1,000 ETH is what you made. Okay, let me just wait, because this is just, man, listen, man, this is like, I'm aware of the time. Let's just talk about it. And then he makes a little side. This week, God willing, scripting re-enabled, in-world customer fixing, harder baking, better baking, faster baking, stronger baking. I remember you talking about baking 4 years ago. Anyway, so wait, hold on. There's a lot. I'm just telling, just stick with me. Rare Skrilla again, highlighting my boy, right? And then yo, Rizzle say, hey man, and then like he was putting out to the masses because it is anons who don't respect the respect, who don't understand. This is the reason why. The developments that happened this month happened. The reason why over the summer we were like, hey, you want your thing to work? You want your thing to go through? Like, we're coming to you, giving you the solutions. If you say no to the solutions, I don't know what to tell you. The universe is like, hey, man, let us help you. If you don't recognize what the solutions are, I don't know what to tell you. And then now, I mean, you're looking for someone to fill roles to do the solution. I mean, now, oh, man, that one sucked when I saw that. But that's neither here nor there. So now this is the deal. Now Ben is like, oh, man, now he's holding on to his someone or a number of people, venture capitalists or maybe some big pockets who don't have a vision of anything. Maybe that guy that was tweeting saying, hey, tech founders aren't the best leaders. Maybe that guy said, oh, I'll buy it from you, and then gave some lowball bullshit offer that's even lower than respectable, which will force him to say this. If the DAO can raise 3,000 ETH, okay, first off, you're assuming that a DAO is going to do it. God, can raise 3,333 ETH. So now it's the real number, because now you're saying it for real. There are 62,000 parcels left to mint. There are 62,000 parcels left to mint. To the overall cap of 69,420 overall parcels. That's a real number? I didn't think that was real. So, assume your debt, pay you 3,300 ETH, so a DAO, but then also a whale with deep pockets, pays you off. The DAO runs it, but then is at but is beholden to this whale, and then so wait, what the fuck is this math? 7,000 parcels were sold overall, but then there's 62,000 left to mint, and then you have to mint and sell the parcels at 0.05 ETH in order to pay back whoever fronts the purchase. So you're trying to tell Rizzle to do this? Because that's the only person you mentioned, the 3,333 ETH and a nudge, wink, wink, and then assuming that a DAO does this and then attract a whale to do this. You all see what the fuck is happening here? You see what this is? What kind of bullshit fucking are you serious? Ben, I'm not saying that you're bullshit. I'm saying that this thought process is incorrect. So we have to market the platform. We have to go into deeper debt in order to sell the parcels, in order to recoup, and then pay. And then Gabengo Oyele votes for Rizzle. And then MK Dragon says Rizzle by a landslide. And then Rizzle doubles down and says, did anyone else even vote for Cryptovoxels? And then Ben says, voting for the new CEO begins today. And then a nudge, nudge, wink, wink shit again. Not really voting unless the community can raise the funds to buy from our evil corporate overlord. I'm the evil corporate overlord. And then I am Lord Business only. And then look, man, this isn't a joke. So you're serious about 3,000 ETH, all right? And you're not taking my boy seriously. I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And then Pierce says, "Do you have offers anywhere near that yet?" Thank you. You aren't taking the best offer, aren't you? Very good. See, thank you. Very good point. Do you even have offers anywhere near that price for you to even price that shit? And then Ben says, I'm talking to half a dozen interested parties. So 6 people. I don't think it's 6 people. But as I said in the tweet spam below, I'm going to give the community first option to do it. So this is an ultimatum to do it and do it fast. That's why I gave 6 months heads up. You're not giving 6 months heads up. You gave 6 days. Because it's been a week. And I want voxels to go to the community or community member. That's bullshit. Because 3,300 ain't gonna be fucking raised in 6 months, let alone 6 days or 6 weeks. That is bullshit. And then, I doubt any team can give it the love and attention, effort, and respect you have poured into it, but I hope they can, sir. Sir, just let me tell you, my word is everything. When I tell you that Cryptovoxels will be respectable as shit, I'm telling you. All right, so this is whatever. Then Rizzle doubles down, right? And then a few notes about selling voxels. I continue working on voxels every day. Okay, all right. So that's what that is. Man, man, I'm gonna leave it at that. So the other big thing that happened, after 10 months, the Federal Reserve finally cuts interest rates. They cut interest rates because employment has been at an all-time high. So high that it's been at the highest since 2021 during the pandemic. So now their advisors say, hey man, employment is high, but also the cost of goods is at an all-time high. Let me break this down to you. The cost of goods are high because no one has money to buy goods at the previous cost. Even businesses aren't making money because no one is buying, so they need to increase in order to cover costs. You increase the price of one and make it the price of two. You're able to increase the price. In order to cover costs. But no one can afford to pay the price of two wrapped in one. So now we have a conundrum because no one can be hired. No one is being hired. Then they say that Trump is the reason. But I don't give a fuck about the sitting president. The issue is that since you didn't cut rates because you were worried about tariffs, since you didn't cut rates 4 months ago, 8 months ago, 10 months ago, since there weren't 4 rate cuts because you were worried about inflation, people like myself are put in tight corners and spots where we have to reevaluate everything. Where we have to do things we don't want to do because you didn't do your job. Your job as the Federal Reserve Chairman is to market make. You print literally the currency. You can burn the currency. You didn't do your fucking job. Why is the first rate cut at the end of September? And then you're worried, like, the unemployment thing has been happening for over 8 months. People have been liquidated because you didn't do your job. You know, suddenly, and then central bank is still concerned about inflation. Dude, let's be fucking real. You didn't do your job, man. You didn't do your job. And then these guys, listen to this.
The following. We do not expect any dramatic cuts from the Fed, but rather measured trims. John joins us now for more. John, good morning.
Good morning.
Love
John.
that, don't you? Biggest bull on Wall Street. So I said good morning to you when I first saw you this morning. All-time highs on the S&P, record highs on the NASDAQ, not too far away on small caps. A trimmed cuts enough?
I think trim cuts will be enough, and I think the wonderful thing about trim cuts is for the Fed, what it is the economic data, particularly around the jobs number, has offered an opportunity of essentially a free hall pass.
A free hall pass for you to take a rate cut and then not get chewed out if there's a recession. The biggest issue with recession is mostly that money isn't flowing because the prices of everything is increased because someone didn't do their job. So all you had to do was rate cut in order for people to borrow more, in order for that money to go into jobs, in order for people to support their businesses so the economy can flow. By you not doing that, you fucked up the economy. A free hall pass to make a mistake is some bullshit. It's some bullshit. And hey man, thank you for not doing your fucking job because you forced people to look for fucking jobs. Thank you, right? You know what? Give me your job. How about that? Give me your job. All right. Lastly, because I see the time. My bad, y'all. We went over a little bit. I'm just gonna say this. There were rumors about a base airdrop. Big. They're creating an ecosystem token. Big. I don't know who gets it. I don't know what it is. But I'm just gonna put this out there. If the base airdrop is bigger than the OpenSea airdrop, is comparable to the Optimum airdrop. Optimum. If it's the same as the ENS airdrop, ooh, OpenSea. Ooh, you motherfuckers. Oh man. Oh, you look real bad. You look real bad, but I doubt you care. Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming through to this session of the Afties. Shout out to the entire leadership team at Meme Cloud Tom. Shout out to the WIP crew, not least, to every single one of you. WIP fan, much love. I'll see you later.